This is Terpel, and I will be your interviewer for today. Can you tell me about yourself?
Hi, I'm Jola Chua, but you can call me Seven for short. That's my nickname, and it's because of my birthday. And we are a group of friends who celebrates birthday on the month of April. So I fall on the seventh date of that month. So about me, if you are going to ask me about my work experience, well, I do have like 9 or 10 years in a BPO field. My first one was with Convergys, and that was between 2012 and 2015. I was a customer or a senior customer service specialist. I think that was level 3 or the highest level on that time. And at first, or the first year of this of my stay there, I was assigned to do the credit check and the activation for AT&T activation on their mobile phone. So that time we are using a DOS-based tool so that we can do credit check with 3 major banks in the US. And then if they're clear, we can go ahead and activate their line for AT&T. And then afterwards, I was promoted or I was transferred to the back office. So what we do there is that we check if the contract of the customers are done or fully paid so that we can open their devices. Most of the time, US people actually buys iPhone, so that's the that's the account that we are checking. So the account got dissolved in 2015. That was sad. So I resigned, even though my supervisor advised me to transfer to a different site, because aside from being a senior customer service specialist, I was also an intern for the floor support team or workforce with Conversi. So since I've been working for almost 5 years, 3 years with Conversis and an HR person on 2 years prior joining Conversis, I decided to resign. And then after a few months, I applied and got hired with ADP. So as a back office payroll specialist. So on this one, we handle small business clients, those clients who has 100 and below employees. So what we do there is that we put their important information in the system, their tax, if they have COBRA. Um, we do the we enter if they need to pay for the garnish, and then everything about just their information. So once the payroll or once the salary is already processed, it will be computed um, cleanly. And then afterwards, I resigned. That was around December and January, I think, of the next year. And then I transferred to Teletech. So this one, we handle day shift account. Oh, and ADP US account as well. So after ADP, I transferred to Teletech, and then we handled Australian account. So day shift. Um, so that one we handled Qantas Airlines. So like on my resume, we were part of the first 10 representatives in the Philippines to support Qantas Airline stores, like what we have here in the Philippines, the Philippine Airline. I don't know if I have this store. They do also have in Australia, and they advised me that Qantas points are secondary monetary in Australia. So that's what we handle. We assist customers via chat and email, and then we check their deliveries. We check if the items in the store is still on stock, or if not, we need to advise the customer who ordered the item. And then after that, I was transferred to handling the Qantas points itself. So we also use a DOS-based tool here. So we check if the flight that they book earned the Qantas points that they deserve for that specific booking. And then afterwards, since we all handle back office, the client from Australia asked us if we can handle calls for a while because Teletech on that time um, decided to hire representatives now to do calls. So I stayed with the call team or phone team for I think 6 months. So still we handle the Qantas points, checking their flights, if why their points were not credited. We check it with the back office team as well. And then after 6 months, I got back to back office and email support again, still doing the Qantas points. And then since it's a day shift account, I got I think I got tired with the day shift account because sometimes we have shift around 4 in the morning, and I used to work at night, so I was a night person during those times, and then so I decided to apply to now healthcare account. So this one we handle U.S. citizens again or U.S. people again with Optum Global Solutions. So on this one, we handle the what's it called, the employees of the employers that purchase the insurance, like what we had here or what we have here for the HMO. We handle their employees. So we check if a certain procedure is covered by their insurance. If not, we advise them. We also I also do the back office thing or the email support with the team with a different department, because sometimes there is a coverage that is supposed to be covered but it is not, so we do follow-ups with that. So I stayed there for almost 2 years. That was 2018 to 2020, and then afterwards I transferred to Manulife business processing services. So on this one we handle Canadian account. So there was first one is US, then Australian, US again, and then this one is a Canadian account. So for this, we help financial advisors and clients with their application with their insurance policies, and then we check the paperwork with the back office team as well if it is already complete, so that we can process their requests. And then after that, I applied to HSBC. So there's a gap here. So 2021, I resigned from Manulife. I applied in HSBC for 2022. This one, I just gave birth to my child in 2020, last 2021. So I decided to rest for a while because it's pandemic, and Manulife that time they're already advising us to go to the office or to go back to the office, but I cannot because I have a child who is currently below 6 months, and I'm really scared about his health, because COVID is really really scary at the time. So and it is really fortunate that HSBC is currently work from home that time. So I applied, I got hired, and I work with the customers here who are residing in UK. So we are handling UK account with HSBC. I support the customers via phone, but most of the time it's really by chat or email support, because as per my supervisor, I'm really good on those field. And then aside from being a representative in HSBC, I was also the what do you call that, the person who your supervisor trusts with your team. So I always check it if the PTO, the leave request of the team, is processed correctly, if I already put them in the calendar, so there will be no overlapping, because we can only allow one PTO or leave per day. And aside from that, I am also the head or the person in charge for the complaints team. So I always check if all the details in the complaint document were documented correctly before we send it to the offshore team. So I'm one of those person. So um, that's actually all. If you're going to ask me, I really enjoy those during those times. I really enjoyed being a chat support and email support. I did enjoy calling. I did enjoy phone support. However, it's my throat for being a voice representative for almost 9 years. I got tired. That's all. Thank you.
Wow.
So,
Thank you for sharing your um work experience as well as your personal life or yeah, as a mother and of course as a wife. So based on what you have mentioned, if you're going to, what do you call that? If you're going to choose um which VA role or niche do you see yourself pursuing or developing for your virtual career and why?
well, first I want to share with you what are my hobbies. So I love sketching, I do painting, I do draw, I enjoy reading comics, especially those comics who were authored by Filipino. Actually, I love Trece and Skyworld. So Trece is by Kajo, and then Skyworld is by Ian Santa Maria. I really love those things. I enjoy collecting Funko Pops. I do have a small collection of toys. I build Gundam kits, and then what else? Yeah, I read books. So I'm mostly on the creative side, and because of that, I think my niche will fall around doing or designing a web page in WordPress, graphic designing, and also I do enjoy video editing. In my everyday life, I shoot videos and photos everywhere, so I do edit them if I do have time. And
Wow.
aside from that, since I advised earlier that I'm good on chatting email support. If in any case the client wants that or needs my help, you can shortlist me there.
Perfect. Well, you're indeed creative based on what you have mentioned. And if you're already working or if you're given a chance to work, what is your preferred work schedule? Is it part-time or full-time? And what specific time would you like to or prefer to work?
As of now, I would prefer to work for a part time, and then I'm available after 9 a.m. in the morning here in the Philippines because you would know as an advice, I have a son who's going to school. It's his kinder time here, so I want to be there. I don't want to miss any milestone from him, so I want to support him. So after 8 a.m. going or yeah, going to school, I'll go back here around 9 a.m. So I'll be free around 9 a.m. onwards up until 7 a.m. on the next day. So any time from that, part time, I'm good.
Wow. So you already mentioned that, or you mentioned earlier that you worked in the BPO industry or as a
Yes,
voice
yes.
representative for 9 years. So this question is somewhat related. Are you still comfortable taking calls for a client 4 hours straight as a customer service person or cold calling?
You know what? I really loved it because I enjoy doing that before. However, I have a problem with my throat, so I cannot go ahead and do calls straight. It it will make me go visit the doctor after 3 days. Not really good. For example, because I just want to share with you. Okay, it's not. I'm going to drink a coffee. It's not that really hot. It's just a cute hot. It will itch. It's my throat is not really good right now.
Okay, understand. I understand your your situation or where you're coming from, because as you've mentioned, it's been a long time that you have been working,
Yeah,
yes,
eight
as a
years.
voice representative. Now, how about writing? Is that something you're open to doing? Oh, you mentioned you have experience with email and chat support, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, but specifically about writing, article writing or blogs or copywriting, do you have any experience or are you open to doing
Mm,
that?
I'm hoping to do that because one of my hobbies before are is writing stories.
Mm, I see. So you are indeed a creative person. Okay, very creative. What else? How ready are you to work online?
Born ready here, Turfel. I am born ready.
Wow, that's impressive. Um, so my next question is, how do you prioritize client tasks and manage client expectations?
I prioritize them because that will be our source of income. Meaning to say, we need to take care of our clients so that they will not leave us.
Okay, okay, that's very good question. Answer to that question. So the last question would be, why should we hire you and not the other 1,000 trainees on our roster?
I'm talented and creative, and I know I can handle the things or the stuff that the client would ask me. And plus, I have a son who needs our support, so there's no reason for me not to do my best on the job.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much for your time, Joala. That concludes our interview for today, and I hope you had a great, or you will have a great day, or you're having a great day, and
Thank
I hope to see
you.
you soon. So
Yeah,
goodbye for
soon.
now. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.